Just don't touch me, you're ugly. These women love me, bro, they tryna me. That's the wrong way, me. Back your buddy, if you get lucky, it'll get yucky. Little buddy touch me, I can turn auntie into a I'm in the S5 facing cuffy, cause I can't name that got me, dummy. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated.
From the capital of Tennessee and of country music, for any of you fans out there, welcome to Nashville. We're at Nissan Stadium. To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And we're off and running from Nissan Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun. And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Titans will get set to take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop. 2nd and 10 now. Forced out to his right. He takes it himself. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's the handoff. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know And you may come back too, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
That throw finds Okonkwo. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
Report. Hey, middle.
Lamar now from the gun. And oh, he got it! Interception! Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Throwing now on 1st down. Fits it through the middle. Down to the 10. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
No, we changed it. Hey, report.
Jackson now on 3rd. Completed to his running back. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
13.
First down, here's Lamar. He's got a man left. Oh, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Ravens. And he'll get it up to the 44. And after losing a hold of that one, he's still shaking up on the play. So we'll see team personnel out there to tend to him. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Out Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, second down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Back-to-back carries here. And he gets this one to the 49 on a solid pickup. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down.
A humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
Titans aggressive in defending the pass here. They're in dime. Third down coming. Here's a throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here we go.
On first down, they'll run. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Another carry for him. He breaks the tackle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for first and 10.
Finds his man over the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 17. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And that leaves him with third and short.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. 7-0 is our score. More from Nissan Stadium coming up. Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. Finds him over the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Putting a receiver in motion. On 2nd and 12 now. We've got a screen to the running back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. On the move, headed right. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up fourth down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Staring at fourth down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. It's from the left hash, 33 yards. Bullock's kick is good. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll motion a tight end left. From the gun, here's a handoff. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Handoff goes to Dobbins, running left. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football! And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Oh boy, Brock, some very unfortunate deja vu offensively here. This is exactly how their last drive came to an end too.
Yeah, bummer for the offense, but exactly what the defense has worked on this week. They find those ball security culprits and they take advantage of it. They study that tape, Kate, all week long, looking to see who's loose with the football and where they can take advantage of it, and they've done it on back-to-back drives.
Pass caught, 9-yard line. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow their lead off the turnover. Tyler Lockett, the touchdown. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens take a 3-possession lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He's got a gain of 6 there. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
Returned it.
Throw on 3rd down. Buys time, rolling right. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 4th and long. Here comes the Titans punting unit. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Ravens will go on offense. New set of downs for him at the 38. Running it now out of the gun. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Working quickly here. They give it to him again. This is ahead for about 5. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Let's go.
The defenders are there to get him at the line. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Nashville. The Ravens with a chance to boost their lead. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to the air here. Hits his running back. And he's out of bounds just inside the red zone. Give him 32 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Let's go now.
From the red zone now. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. This one intended for the running back. So that brings up 2nd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Pass it down close. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens make it a 24-point ball game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. Blitz coming here, Jackson. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he'll get it up to the 44. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Has him on the quick hitter. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Okonkwo brings it in. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Tennessee calling its second timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Yo. Go right here. Go.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. L'Jarius Sneed with the INT.
Intercepted by the Ravens. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. We're looking to throw. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Titans might be able to get some points late after the interception. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
He throws a bullet deep to their... They connect on the deep shot. And forget the field goal, Brock. They reach the end zone to end this first half on a high note. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Kicking team out to try the extra points. And the kick is good, so they take some valuable points off that lead right at the end of this half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Chooses to bring this one out. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Sending a receiver left. Pressure coming. It's Jackson. Chased out to his right. Now he takes it.
Tick, tick, tick. Tick-tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Ravens bring an extra DB out there. Third down coming up.
Hey, Ozzie, sit up. Hey. You at X. Sit up.
Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Oh, no. They get him yet again. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt. I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to think.
And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens push their lead further to start the half. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Play action now with Jackson. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. The ball is loose. Oh, the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner, because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Hey, middle. Touch.
Lamar out of the pistol. On target to Dobbins. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 34. To the sideline, complete, and he's got the 1st down as he stays in bounds.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Jackson to throw it. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, He's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Got his target, it's Baker. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Forward.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Sit on. Sit on.
And again, it's Jackson. He's on the move. And they pick him off again. The Clemson rookie has it. And the Ravens get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play. And that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Ernest Jones with the pick. And the Titans take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just... because they throw an interception to give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
He gets it forward for a gain of 3. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
Hey, report. Sit on. 180. Nice shot. Sit on.
Working inside the red zone. Flush down now. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
10-yard loss brings up 2nd and 20 at the Ravens' 22-yard line.
13. Nice shot.
Trying again following the sack. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans parlay the interception into points. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And they had that one contained right at the line. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. Offense in the hurry up here. Second and 10 now. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. He's dropping back to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. Went for 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. And the fair catch secured here at the 16. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Titans will have plenty of work to do on their next drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He gets a lot behind one. Deep downfield. Deep down the right sideline. It's his running back making the catch. To the house for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll run here from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down. He'll look to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Walker holds it in. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down. Now looking to throw. He's trying another one deep. And the big hitter will not be reeled in. That's incomplete, and that would have made for an impressive catch on our final play of the 3rd quarter. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. 58 yards on the punt there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10.
Report!
Lamar now from the gun. Forced out to his right. He can run it. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First down throw for Jackson. He beams one deep right side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So it's second down coming up.
Alpha, sit on. 180. Yo.
Pistol snap to Jackson. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he'll score. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans now within one score in the fourth. Javon Baker with the touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Go ahead. Sit on.
Jackson's throwing for it. And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late. No dice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Hey, Kate, you want to know how crazy your partner is next to you? I would love to take a fan right out of these stands and put them there on that play, just so they could feel what a 5-yard run feels like. Because it may not look like anything on the stat sheet, but I promise you if the average person felt the pain of what a 5-yard gain was, they'd have a whole new perspective.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. To the air now on 1st and 10. Escapes out to the left. Hauled in left side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Back to throw now. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. To throw here on 1st down. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
2nd and 3 now. There's a handoff up the gut. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. He's back to throw. That's incomplete left side.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Has a big hole left. Fights across for the touchdown. The Ravens make it a 9-point advantage. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
180. 180. Hey, hey. Hey, Ozzie. Sit up.
Running back sent in motion. 1st down. Here's Lamar. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a 3rd time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best-case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where absolutely everything is clicking. These defenders, it's like they're seeing the entire field in perfect 20/20 vision.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Setting up a throw. On the move, headed right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens take a 3-possession lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. From his own end zone, here we go. Return lanes don't open for him. He stopped shy of the 15. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Okonkwo brings it in. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Titans will have a 1st down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finds his back complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Ready?
2nd and 6 coming up here. Jackson throwing here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it. Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little Sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Hey, middle.
Lamar throwing again. Try and push it deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Buys time, rolling right. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Oh, no touchdown, it's intercepted! Kyle Hamilton with the pick.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He put everything he had into this. They connect on the deep shot. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back to the well again.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Intercepted, but oh, wait. Officials say that he wasn't in bounds. The offense can let out a little sigh of relief. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row.